All right, let's get real. What Trump is doing isn't politics as usual. It's flat out violation of the system of government we live under. Take the shakedown. He leaned on U.S. intelligence, used the weight of the presidency, and somehow walked away with the U.S. government owning 10% of a private company, Intel. That's not capitalism. That's not conservatism. That's not even democracy. That's kind of a strong arm deal you'd expect a mob boss, not an American president. If this happened in another country, we'd call it corruption. And then because it's never enough, he gets on True Social and rants. Despite my great popularity, ABC and NBC give 97% bad stories. They're basically an arm of the Democratic Party and should have their licenses revoked by the FCC. Let's stop right there. That is the textbook definition of authoritarianism. A president demanding the government silence media outlets because they report negatively on him. That's what dictators do. And here's the kicker. He says shutting down news networks is necessary to protect democracy. Protect democracy by ending free speech? That's upside down. That's the MAGA cult logic on full display. And conservatism should be the first ones up in arms. Conservatism has always been about limiting government, not using it to bully businesses and silence the press. Imagine Reagan saying, Mr. Gorbachev, tear down this wall and hand me 10% of your telecom company while you're at it. That's not government control at its ugliest. It's even worse than that. Here's the truth. You don't need to be a Democrat to see the danger. You just need to be an American. Free markets don't exist if governments can take a government cut of a private deal. Free speech doesn't exist if presidents can shut down networks for bad press. And democracy doesn't exist if leaders can rewrite the rules whenever they feel threatened. So let's call this what it is. Trump isn't standing up for America. He's standing up for himself at the expense of America. And when the MAGA cult cheers it on, they're not conserving democracy. They're burning it down. We have to continue to be loud about this because this is aberrant. This is going to end poorly. Peace out.